beep, beep. The most annoying sound in the world. It's the sound of the NMAX beeping. Check that out. No, I can't zoom in on the camera. I remember, I can only zoom in when I'm editing. That's the moon over there, up in the sky. And there's a campsite around here somewhere. When I was looking for the turn off, I couldn't find it. It is June the 1st. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's June the 1st. It's no longer May. It's June. I'm coming at you live from Don Salvador, which is in the mountains between Bacolod and San Carlos. So last night I left Bacolod at like 9:30 with no particular plan. And I got to the end of the road where the decision needs to be made. Maybe I hesitated for a second. I says, fuck it, I'll go south. I like that Mick Flannery song about how he's heading down south. Anyway, I drove about 30 minutes in the direction of Dumaguete, and it started to rain. Just a little drizzle, but enough of a drizzle for me to pull over and say, right, time to put on the raincoat. But then when I pulled over, I had this wave of, not anxiety, I don't know if that's the right word, hesitation as to whether I wanted to, is that exhaust of yours loud enough, is it, you motherfucker? Bright light, very bright light. Now, up here on the top of a mountain, got myself a nice bit of grub. I'm going for the adobo pork. Now, lovely. Thanks very much. Bit of coffee, bit of rice, bit of pork. Yeah. Check out this little fella. He's having a right old time of it. Beep yourself, ya beeping maniac. It's 3 p.m. on the FM dial, the 3rd of June. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they, them, he, him, her, his, and whatever other pronoun you need to attach to yourself. Trump is still doing his ceasefire on, ceasefire off. Nonsense, absolute nonsense. Designed specifically for twofold reasons. On the one hand, manipulation of the market. On the second hand, to send a shiver and fear and anxiety around the world, which is the exact way that they want us to be, so that they can control us and manipulate us. I will not verge off into conspiracy theories. I will, however, just take a little spin around Cebu IT. This is day 3, and I have been having an alright time of it, to be honest. Been up in the part of the 5 a.m. club. Add an extra half hour onto that, so 4:30 you get up and it's still dark, so that by the time you get up here for a morning stroll, the sun is just about coming up. But this is a little bit like the Big Apple here in that most of the people working in these buildings are working for UK companies or US companies, so it doesn't sleep. The same amount of people are out and about at 4 AM as there are at 3 PM, which is a little bit strange, to be honest. Maybe not the same amount, but just about close enough. And then they all get into these buses here, jam-packed into a little bus, and away off they go. 45 minutes, an hour and a half, we're out of whatever fucking shithole neighborhood their tin shack is situated in, and they have the life of Riley. That's something there that grinds my gears, you know, that cunts with whistles. There's a guy who whistled at me yesterday at a stop, a traffic enforcer, full blast, and I pulled in and he promptly pointed at my delightful bicycle helmet on my head, and he was not pointing out its fashionable qualities. He was, however, now hold on, there's a co-worker's space over there. Yeah, he was being a cunty cunt, and he said, "You're not allowed to wear that bicycle helmet while you're driving a motorbike." Right, see that white car that just sped away there? Big massive beep from the horn, because that bike is not in the middle of the road, is it? It might not be a police officer, but it's not in the middle of the road, it's at the side of the road. There's buckets of space there. I just stopped to take a little gawk at the goats. They were up there on that hill when I stopped. Beep, beep, beep. Hi! Okay, so the person in the car who beeped at me has been redeemed, because those nice girls slowed down and flashed me a big dirty smile. Give you a little timestamp, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's 1:30 PM on the FM dial. We're talking about June the 3rd. Does that sound right? June the 3rd, 2026. Bitcoin has taken an awful tumble. Oh Jesus, it's awful. She's down at 61,000 at the moment. Look at that nice little house there. That's the kind of thing now that I'm going to put on the hill in Gimmerlis. Hello! Hello! The boys having a cup of tea, not a bother. Life is a bit different up here in the mountains. Hello! Well, except for them, they're suffering from a little bit of breakdown-itis, which is a disease that people suffer from when they have a little breakdown. Breakdown-itis. A little stray dog by himself. I wonder, does he understand the ramifications of a 61,000 Bitcoin? My friend Yoshi in Chiang Mai said something to me yesterday about whether we're reaching the bottom. He says something about, according to the Fibonacci principle, fuck you and your Fibonacci, is it this law that exists in the world of investment. Certain day traders adhere to it like it's the gospel, that according to the blue and green candles and the various different ways that they go to, there is a repetition. I'm not sure if it's in every stock, but it has been applied to the Bitcoin cycle. The 4-year wave is in accordance with the Fibonacci principle. You'd have to Google it to get a better understanding, but it means that people like my mate Yoshi can say with quite a confident grin on his face that Bitcoin is going to go all the way down to 49k. I went on a fucking Reddit forum. Now it's a bit windy here.
That's probably coming in on it. I went on a Reddit forum. I'm going to finish on this because I don't want the fucking big load of shite about Bitcoin. I'm trying to record the peace and tranquility of the mountains.
Hello!
You must apply a Taoist approach to Bitcoin hodling.
Beep, beep. It's okay, it's okay. Don't worry. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, you're an anxious little motorbike. Oh, there's not much we can do about that. 1, 2, 3. 3 people living down on the riverbed. I think I can see 4 over there at the corner. And then there's a few over there underneath that cloud. Life could be worse. Anyway, that's the end of the trip now. I'm just heading back over the mountains towards Toledo. Probably get the 7 or the 7:30 ferry back across to San Carlos. Have I learned anything on this trip? Getting a little bit closer to that peace of mind and serenity that Emmett Fox is talking about so much in Sermon on the Mount. That maybe God is just a feeling, not a person or a thing. Forget the pronouns when it comes to our Lord Almighty Jesus Christ. He is not a he is not a she. It might be a flying spaghetti monster in the sky, but the feeling of peace when certain cravings come into your mind and you can put them out by calling for God. And it's easier to feel closer to God when you see things like this. That's it from me and my rants about Emmett Fox. Over and out.